Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So, funny story about this actual video. So I filmed this video last week and I totally messed it up. Like for half of the video I was like out of the frame, so you couldn't even see what I was doing. So this was supposed to be a first impressions, but now it's more like a second impressions video. But yeah, so for today's video I'm going to be testing out, I don't think this is new, but it was, I should say, on the just arrived section at Sephora. So I think it's new, but I have seen like older videos of this, so I'm not exactly sure. But this is the KAJA, it is KAJA, right? I think. Yeah, the KAJA Wink Stamp. So this is pretty much a like guide to doing wing liner. So in a few of my recent videos, you guys have seen me like really attempt some winged liner, and the attempts have been like decent, but they haven't been perfect. So last week I did try this, and I do think if you are a beginner with wing liner, this would for sure work for you. So I am going to be showing you guys how I use it and what my thoughts are on it. So if you guys are interested, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's jump into the video. So I'm going to take it out of the packaging. So this was $25. I did pick this up during the Sephora VIB sale. So you do get the actual wing liner stamp, and then you get a liner. So last week when I was trying this out, I don't like this liner that it comes with. It's one of those liners, in my opinion, that like skips on your eye and doesn't give you like a smooth finish. I think the type of liner I like is felt tip, I'm pretty sure, because I really like the Too Faced better than Sex One, and of course the Kat Von D Tattoo liner, two really good liquid liners. When I do liner, I just kind of draw like a line and then I'll fill it in with a different liner. That's like really excessive, but that's how I do it. So this I would use to fill in like my liner, but I wouldn't necessarily use it to draw the line, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys are really following what I'm saying, but that's how I do it. But for today's video, I'm not going to be using this just because I didn't like it last week. I felt like it made my eyeliner look a little wonky, like on my eyes, so it's not something that I'm like super into. The wink stamp, on the other hand, I am super into. So on this packaging, one is for your right eye, and then one side is for your left eye, which makes total sense because it's so much easier to have one for each eye. I've never used a wing liner stamp before. I always thought they were like really gimmicky and that they wouldn't work. And then I started seeing videos on them and I was like, oh my god, I feel like I need to try that. And then I saw it on the just arrived section in Sephora and I was like, I need this in my life. So I am going to just show you guys how I did it last week. Last week was a huge hot mess, so I'm actually happy that I'm refilming the video because I edited the whole video and then I was like rewatching the footage and I was like, I don't want to put a video up just to get a video up because I filmed something. I would rather refilm it and make it better than just put up something that's like sloppy. So yes, that's why I'm refilming this video, to give you guys a better look on this product. So last week, the big mistake that I made was I zoomed you guys in too far and I was too hunched over when I was doing the stamp, so you weren't able to see anything. All you saw was like my eyebrows. So it was just a total hot mess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like zoom you guys in just a little bit, like just like that, because I don't want to go too far in. And I'm gonna bring my mirror closer, so my mirror is gonna be in the frame, so I do apologize if that is distracting, but I want you guys to kind of see the whole thing. So last week when I did do this video for the first time, I did say you shouldn't do your whole face first and then do this. And then today I'm sitting down here filming this video with a full face of makeup on, doing the exact opposite of what I said, but I just figured I would just put my makeup on because I'm not doing anything, so I really don't care if it gets messed up. So I am going to take the left side, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm going to try to get the camera to focus. It is like obviously like a little wing on there. So the section that's on this side, you're supposed to line up with your lower lash line, and that's how you get like the perfect like wing, and it looks like that. So that is what I'm going to do. So let's pray that this isn't too much of a hot mess. So let's see. Remember last week, if I looked down, if I kept my eye open, but I'm just gonna kind of go with what feels right. So I think I'm going to, let's see. So one thing I will say is if you hold it totally straight, it will kind of look a little wonky. So I like to hold it up on an angle so that the liner actually goes upward and doesn't like, I know it is curved, so you don't have to worry about that, but I was finding last week that if I held it like straight, like and just went in and stamped it, it was going kind of slanted. So definitely kind of elevate it a little bit and put it on a slant. So I am just going to stamp it right along my lower, like I'm gonna align it right with my lower lash line so it just goes right up. So that is how it looks. It looks a little funky right now, but I am going to fix it with the other liner. But as you can see, I did kind of align it right with my lower lash line, so it looks pretty good. So before I finish the liner, I am going to move on to my right eye, and I'm going to move the mirror over here. This eye last week was giving me a lot of trouble because my left eye is the eye that I have like really poor vision in. So whenever I do liner on my right eye, it is a little bit harder because I do have to close my right eye, and my right eye is the eye that sees really good, and I am one of those people that does not wear contacts because I can't do it no matter what I do. So I am going to do the same thing on this eye. I am going to try to keep my eye open just because I don't want to mess up, because last week I had to redo this eye like 7 times. My eyes were so raw from taking off the liner and then putting it back and then taking it off and putting it back. So I'm going to keep my eye open. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to align it with my lower lash line, and then I'm just going to stamp it. I don't know why this eye looks sharper than this eye. This eye looks, it looks like I stamped it backwards. I don't think I'm that stupid to stamp it backwards. At least I would hope I'm not. Yeah, I don't think I did. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Too Faced liner, and I'm going to use this to just line my, like connect it. Alright, so this is how it looks, and honestly, I think it looks so good. It really just looks like like a little baby wing. One thing I do want to say is, the thing I do actually really like about this wing stamp, it gives you wing control, because I don't know if you guys are like me, but I can get really ahead of myself and draw the wing all the way out to here to the point where it's like touching my eyebrow practically, because I'm trying to make them so even. So that is an issue that I have when it comes to drawing wings. I tend to make them too big, and then I look like I'm a punk rock star, and it just does like not look that good on me. So I really do love this for the fact that it gives you nice control. You do have to get pretty close, like there is still a little bit of a gap between my lid and the wing. So you do have to get really close to your mirror to really make sure that there is no gap. But I wouldn't even touch this wing up. Like, I think it looks perfect. I don't think you need to do anything else to it. I think it looks great. So this eye does look a little wonky, and I don't know why the left eye stamp didn't do as good of a job as the right eye. Do I take it off? Do I not take it off? I'm going to take some Bioderma and just a little Q-tip, and I'm not going to even put that much on the Q-tip. I'm going to try to sharpen it up. It does look better. It's not as perfect as this side, but that's okay. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to apply some mascara to really pull the whole look together. Alright, you guys, so this is how the completed eye look looks. My thoughts on this wink stamp, I really like it. I do think you need to try it like 1 to 2 times, and right now I feel like it's a perfect time, especially if you're still kind of in quarantine, to kind of like practice it 1 to 2 times to really get the hang of it, because it is something new, so it is a little bit of a learning curve. But I do think that with like 1 to 2 or even 3 times practicing, you will be a pro at it, and it's just so easy. One recommendation is don't do it with the full face of makeup on, because if you do have to remove it like how I did, it can get a little bit sloppy and messy, so I don't recommend that. But this product I think is freaking awesome. I think it's so cool and so innovative, and just it's so easy. The one thing I would say is this was $25, so it wasn't too expensive considering you get the stamp and a liner. But if they could just eliminate this horrible liner and make this product like $15 on its own, I think that would be even more worth it. But the chances of them actually doing that, probably slim to none. But yeah, I do like this, and even though it does come with this crappy liner, I do think it is worth the $25 because it makes doing a wing so easy. Like this eye took me like 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, and that's pushing it. But yeah, so I give this wink stamp a thumbs up, and I definitely recommend it to you, especially if you're somebody that struggles with wing liner or is looking to get more into winged liner. I do think this product is for you. Hey guys, so yeah, so let me know down below if you guys have tried any other like wing stamp things like this and you wanna let me know about them. But yeah, so as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe, and I will hopefully catch you guys in my next video.